several things. One example of divergence is, I said that 2 examples of divergence. One is East Africa, East African Rift Valley, and another I said that between African plate and Arabian plate, Red Sea. Yes, that's the 2. But the East African Rift Valley is existing from the Dead Sea, then this Red Sea, till Lake Nyasa or Lake Malawi. Understood? So this is in the next few million years, it will be one of the Indian Ocean water will be in this region, and it will have a different picture. One more new ocean will be in the future. So, and one example, so mid-oceanic, the divergence is happening. You have seen that, आपने देखा होगा ocean में Pacific Ocean, mid-ocean, Indian Ocean में भी, Madagascar in India, everywhere the divergence is there in the, I said, in the what different oceans. But the divergent example is major in the, if you see in continent, and at present, which when again it will become like an Atlantic Ocean in the future. And then I said that हमने कहाँ देख रहे हैं, east of Africa, that is on the, from the Dead Sea in Israel, passing through Red Sea till Lake Malawi or Lake Nyasa in Africa, which will do through the divergence process, it will become a large ocean in the future. So write down. One of the example of divergence in continent is along the eastern part of Africa, which is known as East African Rift Valley, which is known as East African Rift Valley, which has been extended from Dead Sea in Israel, passing through Red Sea, till Lake Malawi in Africa. In this Rift Valley, through rainfall, water has been accumulated which has been converted into several lakes in Africa. Converted into several lakes in East Africa. But between Africa and Arabian minor plate, Africa major plate and Arabian minor plate, divergence has created series of rift valley which is known as the steppe fault, which is known as STEP, steppe fault, and ingression of Indian Ocean water created Red Sea. आपको ये पता है कि फर्स्ट फॉल्ट कैसा होगा? When the first fault takes place like this side is Arabian, this side is African. बट इसके बाद क्या हुआ, आफ्टर दैट देयर इज अ सीरीज ऑफ फॉल्ट. अभी मैग्मा नहीं निकला, मैग्मा हैज नॉट बीन कम अप, ये थोड़ा थोड़ा नीचे गया है. एंड देयर इज एन, आई सेड दैट देयर इज एन series of fault is there, and this is known as, I said that, stiff fault. So stiff fault is an example of what? Divergent boundary in the initial stage. तो Red Sea is an example of which fault? जो आप लोगों ने कभी सुना हो, stiff fault. And in this one there is a what? Indian Ocean's water entered and converted into Red Sea. But in the future it will convert into one of the large ocean. So this is an about, I said that, divergent boundary. And the divergent boundary में क्या होता है? New magma comes and solidified. Therefore it is known as, just earlier I said, constructive marching. ठंड लग रही है. Shall I remove? And then another, I said that transform boundary means simply, this is and this transform boundary is large in number in Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and Atlantic Ocean. And there is one example in continent. And this example is California, state of USA. Understood? That is known as the San Andreas fault. और fault को मैंने बोला था कि fault कब होता है? जब cracks के along कोई चीज move करने लग जाए, that becomes fault. और इसमें सिंपल क्या होता है? It is an what? Two plates slip pass each other. And it is also known as strike slip fault. क्योंकि जब स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ते हैं कि व्हाट इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्म बाउंड्री, तो दे रीड ओनली दिस सैन एंड्रियास फॉल्ट, बट देयर इज सेवरल सच फॉल्ट्स आर देयर. इट इज इन द ओशन. जब भी डाइवर्जेंस एंड कन्वर्जेंस होता है, द टू प्लेट्स स्लिप पास ईच अदर. यस और नॉट? सेवरल पॉइंट्स पे आपने देख चुके हो कि देयर इज डाइवर्जेंस, कन्वर्जेंस. जब ये प्लेट इधर डाइवर्ज हो रहा है, तो इस प्लेट के साथ क्या होगा? देयर विल बी व्हाट? ट्रांसफॉर्म बाउंड्री. And the transform boundary में there is no construction, neither construction nor, therefore it is also known as conservative margin. It is also known as neither construction nor destruction. Therefore, it is known as conservative margin. Is there any volcanic eruption and the transform boundary? No. Volcanic eruption के लिए ocean plate जरूर होना चाहिए. Ocean जब नीचे जाएगा, मैंने बोला था magma formation कब होगा? When there is a friction, addition of water and release of pressure. Means ocean is subducting. At that point there will be a volcanic eruption. Is there any earthquake? Yes. It will be shallow or other type of earthquake? Shallow के साथ साथ intermediate. Perhaps you remember that what is the thickness of continent? 100 kilometer. 0 to 70 shallow and below 70. So in the ocean में कैसा होगा? Yes, tell me. Shallow. And in the, I said that in continent, shallow and intermediate focused earthquake. यहाँ पे shallow focused earthquake. Because the thickness of ocean is, I said that ocean plate is 60 kilometer around. So we have finished with plate tectonics. Understood? In the convergence, ocean continental on the western part of the Pacific. Ocean continental, ocean continental. Oceanic, oceanic. This divergence, oceanic, oceanic, and this is the oceanic, Caribbean and all. अब आपको शायद whole world समझ में आ चुका होगा what is happening in the every regions of the world. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा मैंने micro zonation दिखाया, micro what is in plates, and that micro plates are causing what is in a formation of different kind of islands. एक islands, so we have finished with all this. थोड़ा सा लेकिन एक islands को दिखाऊंगा. आपने what is the why there is a large number of islands in the world? The reason behind oceanic convergence, volcanic island arc. And as I am saying you, I said that Hawaiian formation. If I am talking about Hawaiian formation, you know that this is Eurasian continental plate. And this is, I said that this is a Pacific oceanic plate and this is a Eurasian oceanic plate. So there is a convergence of ocean. And if you are watching out, and yesterday I taught you what is hotspot. So there is a hotspot क्या होता है? In the deep mantle, the what is a continuous supply of source of high heat. Yes, that is known as hotspot. Under the hotspot, molten magma will become continuous supply of source of basaltic magma. It becomes in a mantle plum. That becomes, and hotspot से mantle plum से magma निकला, and here it is in a 1500 to 1600 degrees Celsius, and it is in a which spot? I said that Hawaiian hot spot. Hawaiian. And you know that by reaching near to the Earth's surface, जैसे आपने देखा था Deccan Plateau formation. Have you seen the formation of Lakshadweep Island? Yes. And there will be volcanic eruption in good amount, and the magma, 1300 magma will not be able to, 1300 degrees Celsius magma will not be able to go down. It will be lighter than the surrounding. So it will erupt out in through a central type, मतलब होल बनाकर, and it will form in a volcanic island. Understood? And this volcanic island, and this, you know that the Pacific Ocean plate is what? Moving. After certain period, this volcanic island will come here. आ जाएगा यहाँ पर. And there will be no volcanic island now. And through the ocean, Pacific Ocean plate is moving. So this volcanic island come over here. And now, and Hawaiian hotspot is at the same place. वो तो change नहीं करेगा, plate is moving only. So again above the Hawaiian hotspot there will be what? A new volcanic island has been formed. And this volcanic island will again move, and then this one will come here. And this one will come here. And again there is what? No volcanic island. And again there will be above the Hawaiian hotspot there is a formation of over the period. Able to see there is water, and thereafter this one will, और ये हो सकता है इसको sea waves काट दे, that becomes what? Geot. और over the period ये धीरे धीरे कहाँ हो जाएगा? This island will come down. So it will become sea mount. Mountains from the sea, but it is not an island. Yes, if it will become island when it come up to the sea surface surrounded by the water. और यही आप पढ़ेंगे किसमें? Subsidence theory for the coral formation given by Davis in oceanography. Subsidence of island, subsidence theory. So therefore this way island is subsiding, and this way you are able to see series of formation of several